What's up guys, Asian here again with another video. This time we're going to be exploring apparently, I don't know if it's little known or well known bug. It seems haven't heard any word from this bug at all. I haven't really seen anything really describing this bug, but it's something that I found about a week ago with the Masters Restoration staff. Like I said, I've scoured the official forums and Reddit. I haven't found anything on Reddit describing this bug, but I've seen a few posts on the official forums about this bug, so I'm not sure how well known this is, but figured I would make a video anyways, just so you guys know what's going down. So we are on the PTS. NA tunes were copied over, so this is my healer, Templar healer. So here we have the Master's Restoration staff. So the special effect is the initial heal of Grand Healing restores 249 stamina to each friendly target affected, at least for purple quality. So this basically makes it sound like whenever you cast any Grand Healing, in this case it's probably going to be Healing Springs. Even if you're a PvP healer or PvE healer, Healing Springs is the morph you're going to choose. It sounds like anybody within your Healing Springs is going to get stamina returned to them. So that's what it sounds like, but that isn't actually what's going on. So we are on PTS here, so they don't have any player characters around to play with, but NPCs are affected by the Master's Restorations after they do get stamina back. So if you just have to take a look at the NPCs itself and see whether or not they have this sort of green swirling effect around them. Here, I'll do it on myself here. You guys can get a sense. We'll also take off Spell Power Cure, so you don't get any Spell Power Cure procs confusing you guys. So you can kind of see here the little green wisps around me. That's how you know that the target is getting the Master's Restoration staff effect, when you see those little green wisps around. Might be a little bit hard to see, but they are there. Maybe if I step over to a... Alright, you can kind of see a little bit better here if I angle myself there. You can kind of see it. So that's kind of how you can tell if someone's getting affected by the Master Restoration staff. So NPCs are affected by this, so you can see the little green swirlies around these two guild traders here. So this is where I'm going to kind of show you what the bug is. So from what it sounds like from the set effect, it seems like if you're within the Healing Springs like this, you're going to get stamina back. And we see this is clearly the case here. You know, the guild traders and myself, we are having the green swirlies around us to indicate that we're getting our stamina back. There is an easy way to test this as well, at least on myself, and that's just to use up a couple of stamina, and then block, and then cast Healing Springs, and you can see my stamina is going up even though I'm blocking. Now, again, the set sounds like if you're in Healing Springs, you should get stamina returned to you. So let's see how far we can get our Healing Springs. So we can hit the guild trader way over there. That's odd. You guys see what's going on here? I am actually outside of the Healing Springs. You can see I'm placing it outside of... I'm not in the Healing Spring circle. And I am not getting any stamina return back. And you can see over there in the lower right-hand corner, that guild trader has the green swirlies around her. So what's going on here? What is happening? So what it seems like is happening is that the Master's Restoration staff set effect, the stamina return that you get from Healing Springs, is actually not centered on where you place your Healing Springs. So you can see here, I'm outside the Healing Springs and I'm still getting my stamina back. Dodge roll twice. Hold block so my stamina regen's at 0. I'm outside the Healing Springs and I'm getting my stamina back. So something weird's happening. It seems like the Master Restoration staff set effect is actually centered on you, the caster. So we'll do it again. I'm going to cast my healing springs outside here. You can see that the guild traders are getting their stamina back. Taking a look at Shatner's trade dominion there. Now they're not longer getting the stamina back. If I move a little bit closer, they're now getting the stamina back. So that is the bug with Master's Restoration Staff. The stamina return is not based on where you place the healing springs, it's based on where you place yourself. Now, the radius is actually still the radius of the healing springs. So if you see here, she's within the radius of the healing springs. If I drop it directly on top of myself, so she is getting the stamina return. Let me just angle myself here. But as soon as I step out of here, she's no longer in the radius here. She no longer gets the stamina return. Inch a little bit closer here. She's still outside of it. Or maybe right on the border there, and now she's getting a stamina return. So, that's the bug. Master's Restoration Staff is centered on you. It is still the same radius as Healing Spring, so it is an 8-meter radius around you. Anybody within 8 meters of you, when you cast the Healing Springs, regardless of where you cast it, is going to get their stamina returned to them. So this kind of is going to change the way how you heal if you aren't already aware of this bug. From what I've read on the official forums, it seems like this bug has been around for quite a while, but it's not apparently very well known among non-endgame raiding guilds. So if you are not aware of this bug, well, now you are. So make sure to keep yourself within your DPS group, close to the tank, if you want to give them that stamina return back. It shouldn't be that big of a change, because normally in Vet Trials you have one healer at range. That's just normally the one with the worm that's sitting next to your range DPS. We're almost exclusively Magicka. And you have one healer with Mending. Mending has a radius of 10 meters in order to be affected, so you're already pretty much up against the tank and the boss there. So you're up against with the melee DPS and the tank, so you're able to give them that when you use Healing Spring. So ultimately, it shouldn't change how you play too much on most of the fights. There are probably going to be a couple of fights here and there where if you do want to get that stamina return, you're going to have to play around a little bit with your team formation. For example, Manticora in SO, depending on how your raid team tackles that fight, you might need to reposition your healers if you think that the stamina return is going to make or break your team. In my experience, that stamina return, while it's nice to have, it's not necessarily going to make or break you. It's just something a little bit extra to help out more stamina sustain and tank sustain. So that's it for this video. So the TLDW, if you guys skipped to this part here, it's that Healing Springs, if you have a Master's Restoration Staff, will only return stamina within 8 meters of you, the healer, and not 8 meters, basically not anybody within the Healing Springs. So that's it for this video. Hope you found this informative. I will see you guys in the next dungeon.